Do you know where you are? Our story is about to begin. Aside from the tragic bird calls, she finally found Lao Jin's campsite, but he was hiding, truly a master of invisibility. His hiding pose was creepy yet adorable. The young guy shouted, "Did you order jajimyeon?" Lao Jin slowly turned his head. "No, which girl are you talking about?" The young guy was utterly confused. So, who would order jajimyeon? Inside were 3 servings, each flavor unique. And there were sides included. The aroma made him tear up. The young guy just wanted to enjoy the food before heading out. The guy hadn't seen the girl, so he felt a little left out. After he left, Lao Jin stared at the jajangmyeon, looking quite torn. At the crucial moment, Lao Jin made a decision, shouting to the young guy, running over with all the food. No matter how the girl adjusted her tone, Lao Jin's words sounded like riddles. The young guy was still mesmerized. The doorbell rang once more, and the delivery guy couldn't help but feel an urge to lose his temper. But after waiting an eternity with no response, he reluctantly placed the food outside the door. The door cracked open, and the guy leaned in curiously. The girl peeked out, seeming to want to know what Lao Jin had said. But the young guy was too busy cracking jokes. The girl's eyes darted around, wanting to say sorry, but couldn't find the words. It seemed she understood Lao Jin's feelings, leaned in to smell the flavor of hope, then eagerly tore open the chopsticks, ready to dive into the meal. She took a big bite. This was the taste of hope. Even if the noodles had clumped together, she just couldn't stop. But all of a sudden, her mother shouted loudly from outside the door. The girl had initially intended to send her a message to dismiss her as she used to, yet ultimately, she decided to put her phone away. She opened the door and called out to her mother, who was about to leave. "Wait, I have something to say. My intention is to cultivate this taro and make it grow super strong and healthy." "Taro? When did you start liking this vegetable?" "Me too," she replied, with a completely conflicted expression on her face. "I can scarcely believe it. I've never said something like that before," she mumbled, looking utterly astonished. After months of waiting, the moment finally arrived. When she tore open the chopsticks, she felt a weight, as if the whole world was watching. 2 chopsticks worked together, letting the noodles dance. Lao Jin's eyes misted over as the noodles soaked up all that rich sauce. The steaming noodles entered her mouth, and the delightful flavor burst like a rainbow. She couldn't help but cry, really wanted to cry. Tears streamed down, and her nose felt haltingly. "I truly want to cry so much," she said over and over again. "I really, truly want to cry" seemed to have become her catchphrase now. "I truly feel like crying right now, but congratulations nonetheless. You seem to genuinely sense the fluctuations in my emotions at this moment." The girl couldn't sleep all night, walking barefoot and placing her pillow outside. Out here, she felt closer to Lao Jin, like her dreams could really come true. Lao Jin was at a loss until he received the girl's congratulations and finally smiled. She picked up the slightly worn-out phone, very carefully placing it next to her ear, and softly asked, "Are you Korean? Is it really true?" "Oh my god, me too. I'm from Tokyo." She talked to the phone, trying to ease her endless longing. "I truly hope I could see you. Who are you, anyway?" She wrote her longing and questions in the sand, folding her smile away, filled with unease. The printer worked all night, yet she forgot who she was. The girl flipped through her rolls, realizing none were as ugly as herself. Just then, the girl received messages. Netizens attacked her ruthlessly. Lao Jin questioned why the girl hadn't replied, but her anger began to simmer within her. She hoped to find some fun online, but drowned in insults, feeling like she was abandoned by the world. The mouse scrawled rapidly, and tears finally flowed freely as her carefully built online world collapsed. The online world couldn't contain her. Where else could she go? Lajin was still on the beach, endlessly asking why. Suddenly, the wind rose, raindrops fell from the sky. Like a heartbreak, the loneliness hit her hard. The girl curled up in her bubble all night, sweat soaking her hair, while the downpour hit Lajin's god. Every time he protected the seedling, a gust would blow it away. But no matter how fierce the storm was, Lajin never gave up. He shouted to his friends, trying to cheer himself up, but the heavy rain continued to rage, while the girl forgot to close the window. The rain poured straight into the room. The seedlings swayed in the wind, and the photos in the wall faded. Lajin couldn't protect his farm, but still wanted to hold on to his home. The little duck seemed reluctant to leave too. His lost gaze turned toward home. Facing the little duck, his eyes were filled with too much unwillingness and helplessness. After the storm subsided, the girl's home was left in complete disarray. But upon realizing this, she hastily rushed over to the camera, only to find that the fingerprints that had once been left in the beach had nearly vanished without a trace. Everything was in chaos. The girl panicked and searched, finally spotting a figure in the garden. Lajin held the broken corn, his heart filled with sorrow. Enjoying the story? Don't forget to like and subscribe.